Today was an exciting day for Family Search because this is the day that they finally officially released the Family Groups program. This presentation will be a short little tour through that new program so that you can become familiar with it and how to set it up. Family Groups program has been developed by Family Search to increase collaboration within families so that they can more better communicate with each other and use the features of Family Search as a group. And so with a living family group, you can have your living relatives meet with you or join you in the group. You can exchange conversations and you can share temple reservations, which is probably the big feature. It's a lot like having a private group in Facebook. Over time, they're going to probably enlarge the features in this program, and we'll see even more than what is available to us today. You can create groups in both the Tree app on your phone or other devices or online at Family Search. If you have the Tree app on either an iPhone or an Android, you can go on the iPhone to the More menu and then click on Family Groups, or you can go to on the Android to the menu button and then to Family Groups. If you're online today, they added to where after you've signed in, your name's in the upper right-hand corner, you can click where your name is, and in that drop-down, there's now Family Groups as one of the choices. No matter which of these ways you go, you will get basically the same experience. And so the process of setting up a group is what this lesson is mainly involving. We'll demonstrate it using an iPhone. Things might be a little different on an Android or on the website, but they're pretty much the same thing. The views will be slightly different. At the very end, I'll put up a list of frequently asked questions, which will answer most of the other questions you might have about the group. So using the iPhone, the first thing I do is go to the Tree app. Then I click on the More menu. And then on the drop down for that, I choose Family Groups. And so the first thing I'm going to want to do is create a group because I have to create one to be in it. So I click Create Group, and it allows me to do three things. You can add a photo if you choose. You'll be able to name the group with a name that people will recognize, and you can also describe the group. So you have three choices there. When you're finished setting it up, then your next step is to invite people in. So you go to the little people icon, or on the web page, I believe it says invite. And from your phone, you'll be offered all the different ways your phone allows you to contact people through different messaging or emails or whatever you choose. So like if I wanted to add my daughter and she's showing right there, I just have to click on her and the message that will be sent to her will be sent to her. I can also, if I want, copy the message manually and then go into email or whatever messaging I want to do separate from this routine and send it out to the people. The message that's sent is this message here. And it essentially explains what we're doing and asks them to click on the link and accept the invitation if they're interested. If they are, you will receive in your email, the email that is the approved email that you have set up with your Family Search account, you'll receive a message and it'll say so-and-so has accepted your invite. And so at that point, you come back to the group and you approve them to officially let them into the group. They aren't in until after you approve them. So once you have people in there, you just, send out all your invites, you sit back and watch your group grow. Now, as an admin, there are some things you can do. If you click on the little three dots at the top of your group, you'll find that you can edit the group details. You could change the picture, the name of the group, or the description of the group. You can also assign other admin. You can have a total of up to 3 admin for a group. It would be wise to have more than one, because if something would happen to you, there'd be nobody that could manage the group. And then all people in the group, if they click on the 3 dots, have the ability then to leave the group if they wish. So those are the 3 things you can do as an admin off of the drop-down menu. So the other main thing that we can do, big thing we can do right now, is involving temple reservations, where you're going to be able to take from your temple reservations, not the ones shared with the temple, but yours that are listed as your personal reservations right now, and add them to the group, to where the group can then take these names and use them. And any member of the group can do this from their reservation list. So we'll take you through this process. You click on Group Reservations, and it will then take you over to your reservation list. Remember, you're working off My Reservations, not shared with the temple. If they were names that were shared with the temple, you'd have to unshare them first so that they're in My Reservations. And you'll find that each name has a little circle behind it, and you're going to be clicking on those circles. So when you pick somebody that you want to put in the group's reservation list, you click on the little circle, and then down at the bottom of the screen, you click Share. And this will be a little bit different than you've seen before, because now you have Share with the temple or Share with the group. And you're going to click Share with the group. And then you'll click which ordinances for that person you want to share with the group. You don't have to share all the ordinances. It's like if you have grandkids doing baptisms and confirmations, you could just share baptisms and confirmations if you wanted. When you're through clicking what it is you want to share to the group, you click Continue. And now they're in your group, family group list of reservations. If you're just starting a group, this means it creates this list at this point, and it will now show up in your temple list, and also the temple list of any other person in the group. Once the thing has been set up, as new people come and join, this is automatically going to start showing for them as soon as they join the group. Okay, there'll be 2 types of listings in this list of family group reservations. One of them are the ones that you have shared. That's like Isabel Long. I shared her. I cannot, when I'm in the group, do anything with her. I can't go and print off anything and take to the temple because I shared it. And so if I want to share it, if I want to use it, I would have to click Unshare. It would then go back to my regular reservation list where it's been all along, really. And at that point, I would be able to print off whatever I wanted to print off and use the name. Now, when other people put things in this list, they will look like Fannie Wilson. They will be green. They'll have the little clock, and you'll be able to pick those and use them, and use whichever ordinances you want. Now, once the clock starts rolling for temple ordinances, names that are placed in this group will be good for 2 years. They're going to be treated as if they were in your reservation list. When somebody takes it out of this group to use, they'll get 90 days to complete the ordinances they pull. So these will be treated as if they were in somebody's reservation list and have been shared with the temple, as far as the 90-day part is concerned. Okay, the other feature that we have is messaging. And you can click on the little message icon. It will then take you to a message page where you can message to the entire group through this messaging app, and it will send out a group text to the people. If you wanted to do a single person message, you can just click on their name in the list of members, and it'll pull up the little FamilySearch messaging system where you can either send an internal message, or you can, if they have an email available, you'll be able to go to their email and send them an email that way. If you're online, it looks a little bit different. You'll see at the bottom of the page, it says message group, and it takes you into what you would normally see as your messaging system within FamilySearch, and there is a special group message for your family group that you can send a message through. If you didn't want to do that, you could do, like I said before, and click on an individual's name and send a single message to that single person if you wanted. Okay, some frequently asked questions. There's a lot of things that we thought were coming that aren't necessarily that way. How many groups can you be in? You can be in one. If you want to be in more than one, you have to leave the one and then go into the other, and then vice versa. They're thinking about maybe allowing multiple groups in the future, but for now, one. Your group can have up to 100 people in it. All FamilySearch users can be in a group. So if you have a group of mainly members of the church and you have a non-member join the group, the only thing they won't see is they won't see the temple part, but they'll be able to participate in any other way within the group. Administration, you can assign up to 2 other people to help administer. And that job of the person administrating is to invite and approve new members, change the name of the group or the description, remove group members, change the picture, things like that. And then also assign or remove the administration rights from other people. Now, can you share family tree private spaces? We were hoping for that, but we are not going to see that, at least in the way it is set up right now. You will not have a new private space area that you can see each other's private spaces. That's not in the system as of now, at least. And can members see or share private memories? Again, no. You're not able to do that with this system. And again, on the reservations, how many ordinances can be shared? I love the way they say it. You can share as many as you want until you reach the limit of the program. And the program limit for a group is, they said, 1,000 ordinances. I would think of it more as 1,000 lines of names in an ordinance list. And you know that if you take a person that has individual ordinances and a sealing to a spouse, that person takes 2 lines. So you can have up to 1,000 lines of ordinance work that you can work off of within the group. And then can people outside the group reserve these? No. Actually, they are locked up as if they were in your individual reservation list, because that's where they came from. And so therefore, other people that aren't in the group aren't going to be able to reserve these. It's going to show in progress. It'll say it's shared to the group, but they'll be marked as in progress. And will you see these names if you share with the group in your own reservation list? Yes, they stay there. You'll be able to track them there. And can ordinances be shared with the temple and the family group at the same time? No, it's one or the other. And how will expirations work? As I've said before, essentially, this is working like it's out of your own reservation list. So you'll have 2 years from the time they're put in the group list to get the work done, or they will be removed. And when people pull the ordinances to actually do, they will get 90 days to get them done. Now, the other thing, the last questionnaire is really nice, because what it says is that when you're using Ordinances Ready, the first thing Ordinances Ready does is it looks in your reservation list. If it doesn't find the ordinance you're looking for, then it starts going off in other places. But if you're in a group, after it's looked in your reservation list, it's then going to look through the group list and pull any ordinance out of the group list that you want. So essentially, if you have ordinances in the group that are the ordinances you're looking for, you are probably going to receive those using ordinances ready. So that will make it really nice because you don't actually have to go in and physically use it. I just want you to know that one of my daughters used this the other day and said this was an absolutely wonderful way to handle ordinances. She and her husband needed some ordinances to go to the temple, and it was just, really simple to pull this off. So this is a new program. Hope you enjoy it. And we'll see you again soon.